The latest smuggler event is still going on within Escape from Tarkov, and today I'm going to add in an extra little thing that you guys should be doing if you aren't already, and that is farming up the cases. We did a video yesterday which detailed how you can get a ton of keys and also make some money alongside getting those keys. This video is going to teach you how to actually get the cases as well as the keys at the same time, but you'll probably end up with a little bit less money. But at the end of the day, if you're trying to farm the event, then this is probably the best thing that you can do in order to complete the actual event itself on its own, singularly, without earning a ton of money. Of course, we are talking about going onto Factory. Factory has about anywhere from 4 to 9 different smugglers that can spawn on the map. Alongside PMCs, you can also get Tagilla in the raid as well, and we had to deal with him on one of them. And essentially, yeah, you've got all of the typical stuff, as well as 2 guaranteed spots for those cases, which means every single raid that you play, you can get 2 cases minimum, which is the best thing. And because Factory is such a tiny map, I'm sure you guys know, you can go and extract very, very quickly. I'm going to show off those locations, exactly where they are, so you guys get a good idea. And then, yeah, hopefully you'll be best clued in. And of course, you can farm up the gear from those smugglers really easily on Factory, which means you can be taking out level 5, level 6 plates out of their armor, alongside some decent ammunition from a wide variety of the different weapons as well. So, a really, really good farm, and I cannot recommend it enough. In terms of jumping into the raids, what are you going to want to actually go into Factory with? Well, basically the most comfortable weapon that you can have. Preferably not a DML or anything like that, because there is just hordes of enemies to actually be taken out. So something like an SMG with decent mags, or something like an AR with decent mags as well. So, you know, your 60 rounders, 30 rounders, that sort of thing, minimum really. Something with less than that is going to be a bit of a problem should you encounter a ton of PMCs or a ton of the smugglers all at once. And of course, you're going to be wanting to take in probably a minimum of 3 different mags in with you, dependent on the size of those mags. If you're running 30 round mags, maybe 4 of them, just so that you don't have to spend time reloading when you raids. It's going to just save you a ton of time. You don't have to load up those mags as much. But of course, what do we do when we get in the raid itself? Well, we are going to run to the medical building. It's kind of the laboratory area, and there are 3 different spawns. The key spawns for them are essentially as follows. So the first one is kind of in the first room as you come up the stairs. You'll find that there will be potentially a pistol case actually in the kind of medical tray area that's actually on the right hand side as you enter into the room. You've also then got another spawn which is on the left hand side on top of like a desk, and then we've got a third spawn which is in the far room. So if you continue through the doors and you go through like a bathroom area, you'll also see that there is a case that can be on the chair in there. So really, really decent way to get yourself some cases, and it's super simple. AI don't really go in that building, to be honest, so you're pretty safe in that regard. They do spawn outside of the building though, especially the smugglers. They'll kind of be in the central area of the map and kind of push in to, I guess, where that kind of med tent is in the corner by one of the extracts. So just be aware of that, the extract where you have to use the factory key for. So be aware of that. Of course, in the center of the map, you get your Tagilla spawns, that sort of stuff. He can spawn in there alongside the smugglers and the PMCs, so be aware. And so, yeah, once we've kind of gone here, I usually take the underground route to be able to go to the office area. And on the first floor of the office, we'll find 3 more spawns. But of course, these are typically only 1 spawn that's actually in your raid, but the locations are in front of kind of the filing cabinets. You'll find one on the floor by the tarpaulin sheet with most likely a person underneath of it. It's literally just on the floor. You'll also see that there is one by the window as well, just underneath the window. So, yeah, another one in kind of the mid-room, I guess. So always check in there. And then the other spawn, if you don't find it anywhere else, you have to go outside and through the window on the breachable door on the first floor. So jumping in through the window, you'll see it on the sofa directly in front of you. And those are the spawns for Factory for the cases. And so, yeah, pretty simple, pretty self-explanatory, but hopefully that gives you an idea of where you can get those cases. Of course, they still do spawn on the actual smugglers themselves, but they only really spawn in the backpacks of smugglers, and they're pretty rare to actually get the cases guaranteed off of smugglers. So be aware of that. Just, you know, it is an additional extra if you do check their backpacks and you find one, but this is the most easy way to kind of guarantee those cases for sure, and so I thought I'd showcase it in a video. Of course, you can loot up all of the armored rigs and stuff off of the PMCs, the AI, and also the smugglers, of course, to basically have yourself infinite plates for whatever you want to use them for. And of course, some of them can be really, really decent armor as well, so taking those out is just a really nice thing to have in your back pocket. So this event, absolutely very, very fun to use, to run around. Lots more engagements, lots more interesting fighting with all of the smugglers just coming around the maps and stuff like that. So yes, I do really like this event. It is a relatively small one, but with Running Factory you can complete the second and the third task very, very quickly. So if that helped you out, make sure to like this video, and of course subscribe down below if you want some more, and comment any other maps that you would be doing in order to farm up the smugglers. Let me know and I'll see you there. Goodbye.